right, very good. Go to and meet all the peoples in. I will be giving 5 minutes on the room so that we allow more people to join in before we start today's sessions. All right, very good, very good, very good. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Grace, Lawrence, Tangentia. Oh, hello, and Michael, you're our leaders together with us. Hello, feel free to open up the cameras as we allow 4 more minutes, 11:05 Malaysia time. We're going to let more people coming into today's sessions. All right. As usual, we have always been promoting our interview with the star every single month. Really, man, we do it every single month. Last month, we have a session with Amelia Whelan. It was amazing. And today we have amazing leaders, ladies. Wow, nowadays ladies power, man. I believe so. From Jenn Hildebrand from USA.
Yeah.
Nice to having you in today interview with the stars. Wow, Brick Deva. Wow, hello. Wow, handsome guy. I saw the profile picture there, man. Feel free to open up your cameras. We love to see your handsome and beautiful faces. Don't mind me if my voice is little bit soft. You know, I was recovering from sore throat as we having amazing trip from Johor Bahru in Malaysia to Malacca. We are having amazing dessert chendol. I know that I have sore throat. I was not supposed to eat any icy food, all right? I was not supposed to eat that, but it's unresistible. I have to try it. This is how amazing Malaysian food is. If you haven't come to Malaysia, all right, you need to check Capitis out because we have an amazing leader called Gary Gan who will bring you through Malaysia and conquer the entire Malaysia just for food, okay? In Capiti, I'm just going to introduce Kangen Power Team. I joined this Kangen Power Team when I was 18 years old, which is 2 years ago. At that time, I feel like a lot of people will look at this young fella and feel like, are you 25 years old? Because you look so old at that time. I was not drinking Kangen water last time, all right? My face was filled with pimples. You know, I have no confidence in talking in a Zoom. Um, not even say to the strangers, all right? Not even to the strangers. I was super duper shy, introverted. And now you can see me speaking on Zoom fluently because thanks to my leaders, Gary Gan, a mentor, and of course, Capiti leaders like Kuniko. I remember last time when I joined Capiti Zoom, I hosted every single Thursday. We talk from product, we talk from business, we talk from mindset, and we have Michael Yo who explained the product. Wow, that time was amazing. All right, that giving me opportunity to speak on the Kangen Power Team platform. And now you can see 2 years later, I feel like now I'm 18 years old. Back minus 2 years back, all right, and more confident where I can do my Kangen business without the fear of being rejected. That is super important. Imagine you just recruited a young guy and he have no skill in doing Kangen, and no doubt he have his leader decide to do other stuff. And what is this guy? What is the poor fella that you just recruited in? Is it going to do Kangen business together for you for a long time? But luckily, I'm persistent. I consistently learn from Kangen Power Team. I join every Zoom session as I could. I open my cameras every single time, and I try to engage in the chat as much as I possible can. Because this is super important, guys. If you are in offline situation, maybe you still will have engagement with the stage, right? But in Zoom, the easiest engagement is to open up your cameras and do some finger exercise. Give me a 1 in the chat if you want to rock today's session interview and learn from our amazing leader, Gary Gan and Jenn Hildebrand. And I want to see a lot of 1, guys. All right, if you have not invited your peoples coming into today's session, all right, send them a reminder. We always posting out the flyers as early as possible. We want you to promote the event, all right? You have to communicate with your peoples. You have to invite your peoples. That's a super important stuff. Have to share. And yes, that's my very simple story of how this guy Charger Tan who joined Kangen business and are so consistent 2 years later. And of course, most importantly is to take actions in your Kangen business. And the easier action is to invite people and share every single event that you can find. And yep, now we have 13 people. We're going to have more people coming in later. And I believe, wow, thank you for your engagement. Love it, love it. And without further ado, all right, we're going to pass the session to Gary. He's going to introduce the leaders that we have to really thank Gary for this. He have been doing this every single month, all right? Even though he is already like -5, 6 3-5 in the business, but he is still helping and supporting all of us all around the world. So we have to give our power back to the leader so we can grow and furthermore, all right? So I hope this also clear and bring a spark in your lights, to be more consistent in Kangen business. And without further ado, let me pass this session back to Gary. So yes, bye.
Is Gary mute?
Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Gary Gan here, live from beautiful Malaysia. Just for your information, if you want to know whether Kangen is a real business, does it work? This is the result of it. I'm in a villa that Kangen has given to me up here in a mountain, in a beautiful mountain. Hopefully, Jenn, one of these days, you can bring your team to Malaysia. Come and chill with us here. All right. So, guys, firstly, let's give a big round of applause to our Charger Tan, amazing 20-year-old guy, starting his career with Kangen. Okay, I still remember when he came to us, I think it was about in his 18, low self-esteem, no experience, can't even talk a single thing. He dare not look you in the eye. When he eats, his hair is all like this. You can't even see his face. Yeah, that's how life transformation works, right? And today, look at him. He's been out there, doing MCs, talking to people, confidence right up there, and I'm very sure in years to come, this is the guy you should be watching. Amazing. Okay, so firstly, I'd like to thank all of y'all. There are a few people here. I'm very sure more and more will be coming in soon. And many people is asking me, Gary, why are you doing this thing? And just for many people, the new people here, this event has been going on for the last 5 years. Can you imagine 5 years, including MCO, including the COVID? Every single month for the last 5 years, that means 60 months, 60 stars have been coming through this. And the reason I realize is because with the advancement of technology, we are able to bring certain part of the world to another part of the world where things are not known. Like, for example, maybe for Jenn, maybe Kuniko, you guys are very familiar with the Western hemisphere. But here in this part of the world, like Malaysia, Cambodia, you can see a few people from Cambodia here, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, India, China. There are many people who do not see what's happening in the Western hemisphere. And so the same, the Western hemisphere doesn't know what's happening here. So I felt that it will be good if there is a bridge. And therefore, 5 years ago, I told myself, I said, if I can play this bridge, I'll be really, really happy. And anyway, I love doing this. I love to talk. I love to pick the brains of, really successful people. And for those of y'all who have been following this channel, we have people like Romy Vadera, Cynthia Briganti, JV, to Balas, Kados. We have Brandon Brown few sessions ago. The last session we have Emilia. So we literally seen the evolution from the quote and unquote the age of the dinosaurs to the age of the information technology, social media. You know, from the days of giving water, product scientists, you know, water specialists, to, you know, home-based business, global, crunching it, making passive income online, you know. And I have to say that I am feeling very blessed because I get to witness this whole change while I, you know, just like what Oprah, you know, Oprah talks about the blessing of being the interviewer, because not only I'm hearing, but I'm also learning. Not only I'm asking, but I'm also absorbing all this information that it is so useful for people all over the world. All right. So today, guys, as you know, we are going to have an amazing star. So firstly, I'd like to say, how did I first got in touch with Jenn Hildebrand? I hope I say it correctly. Yeah. Hildebrand. Okay, Jenn Hildebrand. Okay. I still remember, I think, Jenn, if you still remember, we were in Vegas just a couple of months back, and I was attending this special exclusive dinner only for achievers, top achievers in the company. I think in that room there was only about 200 people or something like that. And I remember two ladies came up to me and wanted to take selfie. I think it was you, Jenn, and what's your friend's name?
Jessica.
Jessica, yeah. And that's the first image that I have of you, Jenn. And then I was like, wow, amazing, you know. And then I followed you guys. I followed Brandon, you, Jessica, and some of your team members on Facebook. And every time I look at your Facebook, it was like, wow, you know, wow, you know, all these amazing results coming. And I may say, these kind of results are not normal. Per se, I won't say it's not normal, but it's not normal if you are doing it the traditional way. You know, that kind of results that you guys are getting is not normal. Way back 12 years ago when I started Kangen, it's really, really different. So yeah, many people have always been asking, you know, Gary, how do I get into the social media world? How do I break through, you know? But you guys are living that life. So I'm so happy today we are having another Kangen internet star. None other than Jenn Hildebrand. So guys, let's all put our hands together and welcome this amazing star, Jenn Hildebrand. Come on.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Gary, for having me. Thank you.
Welcome. I should thank you for having time to share some of your amazing tips with us today. So Jenn, a lot of people are new here in terms of with Kangen and with internet, with Kangen and things like that. So maybe, Jenn, we can start off by giving us a glimpse what's life like for you before Kangen, you know, and how did you come find Kangen, you know?
Yeah, good question. So I started 4 years ago, and when I first got introduced to the business, I was on an anti-network marketing kick.
Oh,
okay. No network marketing. So yeah, because I tried low ticket. I tried skincare network marketing, and I did it for 3 years, and I did not make any money. I was making like $300-400 a month, and I still had a corporate job, and so I needed to make at least 120,000 to quit my job, my day job. And I became a single mom at the time. So I actually went through a divorce when my son was 2, and I decided I needed to leave my corporate job so I could be with my son. I could be more present with him. So my mentor at the time, Brandon Brown, we were in a high ticket affiliate marketing company that he actually founded and created.
Okay.
And what we were doing was we were teaching network marketers how to use social media to close sales online. So we were actually teaching people how to use the internet and how to use free social media strategies to build a big online network marketing company. And we're using it for all different companies, you know, all these different companies. And the company got really big. And the one problem that we both found was we didn't have residual income because it was only getting high ticket affiliate upfront commissions.
Okay. It's a one-time sale? It's a one-time.
It was a one-time sale. Yeah, one-time sale.
All right.
And so I was liking it because I didn't want to build a team, because I thought low ticket taught me that you need to work so hard and you just get like $500. So
before that, Jen, you said that you started off with low ticket sales. So was your low ticket sales, were you guys using the internet to leverage on that, or you were doing the traditional way?
No, I was doing offline.
Offline, okay.
Yes,
okay.
home parties and you know, talking to my friends and family. Yes.
Call your 50 prospects on your phone, meet them on that kind of
have
thing.
them come to your house, make wine, make cheese, let them come over, eat all your food, all that stuff. It was terrible. And they eat, they don't buy, they leave, right? So Brandon at the time was looking into ways that we could do passively but high ticket and build a team. And he actually joined Enagic before me, and I didn't even know what it was. I did not know at all. And he called me up one day and he says, "Hey, I need to talk to you about something." And I said, "What?" And he says, "I found an incredible high ticket business that we can run online and you're going to love the product." I said, "Is this network marketing?" He said, "Yes." I said, "I don't want to do it." I said, "Nope, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it."
Because of your bad experience.
Yes, bad experience. And this is why people have to understand, just because someone says no the first time, or they say I don't want to do it, doesn't mean that they're not a fit. It doesn't mean they're not a fit for this.
Right.
So he said, "You know what? You just need to see the vision of the company. I need to show you the vision." And I said, "Okay," but I said, "I'm not going to join. I'll listen to you," but I said, "I'm not going to do this." And so I'll never forget that day. He said, he got on a Zoom with me and he showed me the compensation plan. And I'm a numbers person. So once I saw the numbers and I understood the compensation plan, I said, "Okay, how do we do this? Let's go. Sign me up." Sign me up. Sign me up.
Okay. So network marketing wasn't really that issue, right? The network marketing wasn't the real issue for you, right?
Yes, correct. I just didn't want to waste time with low ticket, and I didn't want to waste time trying to build a team offline. I didn't want to do that.
So what Brandon put in front of you was two things that solve your issue. One is the offline part, and two is low ticket.
Yes.
So it's like the highway is open.
Yes, exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys do then after that?
Yeah. So I've always been into water. So I live in wine country. So if you guys are familiar with like farming areas or any place that uses sprays and pesticides and things like that. So we have really bad water where I live because we have runoff. And so I was always looking for a house filtration system, but that's not good enough. So I bought the whole house filter system and it's not good enough. The water, it's still not good enough. And the company I bought it from, they told me this. So once I understood what the Kangen device actually did, I was even more excited to start. I was like so excited. So I signed up, and I signed up in like December, right before the COVID.
2019.
Yes.
Okay.
So the end of the year. And remember, I had all these network marketers in my network. And
Okay.
this is important for when we talk about online marketing. So let's remember this.
Okay.
All these people were following me because I was teaching them how to market their low ticket businesses online.
Okay.
So when I came over to Enagic and I started marketing my high ticket affiliate marketing business online, they all said, "What are you doing?"
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
the first month I joined Enagic, I did 100,000 in sales. So I did like 11,500 in commission the first month.
Jenn, did you come in with that bulk deal thing, like the trifecta, quad
Yes. So
thing?
we didn't know about the quad yet. We
Okay,
didn't know.
okay,
So I
okay.
did the trifecta.
Trifecta. Okay.
Yep. And
All
I
right.
didn't even have the money because I was a single mom. So I took 3 credit cards and I put one thing on each credit card.
Wow.
So I put the K8 and I put the Nespa and the Ukon and I just
Right.
put it on credit cards. Yeah.
So when you say you put it on the credit card, does that mean in your country you get some form of financing plan?
Yes.
Financing plan?
Yes. So most people in the US and Canada finance everything.
Okay. So
Yes.
how much is your repayment per month, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so typically on a trifecta, it's about 220, and quad it's usually about 400 to 440.
Okay.
But because my month one was almost 12,000, I paid it off month one. I paid off.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jenn, here's a very interesting fact, and I want to go deeper in this topic because there are a lot of people who are stuck because they tell me, Gary, you know what? I talked to that person interested, but he says no money. And right now, you are the epitome of a different version. No money, as you say, you're a single mom, but you somehow raised it. So what have you got to tell to these people who says they got people that are interested but no money? So what's your take on that?
So the way I always position this is you need startup capital to start a business.
Yes.
Right. So I have a lot of friends that own brick and mortar businesses. I have friends that own medical spas, doctors, lawyers. They have to have an office.
Right.
Office has overhead. How much overhead? 4,000 or 5,000 a month, right?
Exactly.
7,000 a month. Okay.
Exactly.
What if I told you you could start your business with 0 down financing? You can leverage someone else's capital to seed fund your business, and you can get started making commissions next week. And by the way, once you pay off your machines, you have no overhead. There is no overhead in Enagic.
Exactly.
So your startup capital is your one-time investment for your lifetime of commission payout that you can scale for the rest of your life.
Wow.
So
guys,
when people hear that, yeah, they freak out because a lot of people know they have payroll, they have rent, they have equipment. I just signed up yesterday a doctor who has 2 private practice optometry clinics. She only makes $175 a year. I make way more than she does. I'm not a doctor. And I don't have no overhead. I don't have no staff. I don't have no nurses. I don't have equipment I got to buy. I don't got to buy glasses. I don't do any of that.
No brainer, right?
Yeah, no brainer. And I asked her, I said, why do you want to join Enagic? Tell me why you want to join Enagic. She says, I see you on the internet. You're with your son, you're traveling, you're eating, you're doing these things. I'm stuck in the clinic. She says, if I don't work 8 to 6, I don't have any money. I have no money, no passive money.
Amazing.
And so when people see, okay, it's upfront high ticket cash flow and passive back end, they know they can get their time back.
Right. I think Jenn, you hit it right at the spot. I like the idea that you said no money down. Guys, I want you all to put it at the chat box so that you remember what you type, you will remember. No money down. Do you know that Kangen allows you to have no money down startup? So, but of course, we won't go into much detail how this thing works. Talk to your leader if you want to know. But yeah, that's very interesting. It's just like nowadays, I'm not sure in America or in Canada, but in Malaysia, we have a lot of no money down property investment.
Yes.
And people are just crazy about it because lowest risk possible, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, Jen, I think the other thing that I think you will agree with me, at the end of the day is how badly a person wants that thing, right?
Yes. So another
Yeah.
thing I like to say to people, and you guys can use this on your sales calls, is there's a lot of ways you can get started in the business. I personally don't like to use my liquid capital if I don't have to. Would you like to explore zero down financing so you can get started today?
Wow.
And people say, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Yes, I do.
It's like what Robert Kiyosaki says, OPM, right? Other people's
Yes.
money. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Robert Kiyosaki is one of my heroes because if you can leverage good debt, you can make so much money, right? But sometimes one thing I will say is we have to educate people as to how money works and how debt works. Because consumer debt and business debt are not the same things.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, Jen, it's very interesting you brought up this topic, and I've been talking about this for years. I think majority people are having the consumerism mindset rather than the entrepreneurism mindset.
Yes.
They are okay to take a credit buying a LV bag, a Rolex watch, a Tesla car. But can you imagine when you show them an opportunity to take a loan for their future and have freedom and have passive income, they say no to it. I don't get it, you know.
Exactly. So I will challenge, I will challenge people on the mindset because I always ask them, I say, let me ask you a question. If you wanted to buy a Range Rover, I like to say this, and you walk into the Range dealership and the guy says, okay, the car is $100,000. You can pay cash or you can finance. Or Jen, if you refer me 4 people, your Range Rover's free. What are you going to do? Are you going to go find 4 people to go refer to the Range Rover dealer and get your free car?
I'll look for 5.
I'm going to do that. Yeah, 5 people. Yeah, 5 people. So Kangen is the same. Enagic is the same. You can get your whole trifecta quad, zero cost neutral, finance OPM, and get 6 sales. 6 sales pays off your trifecta. That's it. 6 sales. So we can do it. We can do it for free. We can make the business finance the startup cost.
Amazing. Jen, tell us, are you an internet person before this, or you learned from scratch? You seem to be like a pro, you know. So, but when I spoke to Brandon, and the things that Brandon told me about your startup is like, are you sure?
Are you sure?
Tell us about how did you start that journey on the internet world, you know? But you look so like a pro, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely not a pro. Anybody can do this, it's not complicated. But there are some concepts to it that really help you to do it well. So it is about strategy, because I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers. I don't have that. But my content that we produce and my audience, they are synergy. Right. So let's go back to what you said in the beginning about, getting started and, who is buying in the beginning. Network marketers are your number 1 low-hanging fruit in our business, other network marketers. And the reason they are is because, think about this, they already believe in the network marketing business model. So you don't have to sell them on why MLM or why direct sales, right? You don't have to, they get it. The second thing is 96% of network marketers make less than $300 a month. That's a Googleable statistic. You can Google that. So globally, we have $1 billion industry, right? In network marketing. It's $1 billion industry, multi-billion-dollar industry, but you have majority of distributors making $300 to $400 a month. So what does that tell us? That tells us that if you can show a network marketer that you can make between $1,250 and $7,000 per single sale in Enagic with a health-based company, running it from home or running it from your phone, they're going to want it to look. They're struggling now, and they're struggling to sell. Compensation plans are based on residual auto ship products, which we don't have. We have a one-time investment. That's it. So when they see the business model, they kind of go crazy for it because in their mind, they think they have to have so many thousands of sales to make
Exactly.
$5,000, $10,000. Where
Exactly.
here it's like, I show them 2 sales a month when you're collecting 8 points commission is $10,000 a month. 4 sales a month, you're making $20,000 a month. Yeah.
Exactly.
So in low ticket, Gary, you have to close like
Crazy.
1,000 sales a month
crazy.
to make $20,000.
I came from a family of network marketing. I've seen people selling consumer items, food supplements. Crazy. I mean, even the top earners are front loading at least 50%. That means if they are making 100,000, 50,000 are front loads. That means they have to fake it, you know, like they are maintaining. It's crazy. I mean, I look at that stress in that type of business. I'm not going into that anymore.
No. And I think the most beautiful thing about Kangen is we do have the ability to have such a big passive income just by coaching our team and helping them. And so one of my like top priorities for this year has been to bring up as many leaders as I can in my own business. And this month we have 3 people going 6A2 in 1 month.
Whoa.
And my team is not that big. Yeah, it's not that big. Yeah, this month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jen, if you don't mind me asking, you are now a 6A2.
I'm -2 and I'm about to go -3.
Wow. And you started in 2019, right?
Yeah, December.
Right. So like 3 years, 3 to 4 years. 3 years. So guys, 3 years. -3. Some of you guys are trying to go 6A in 5 years. Come on. Something is wrong right here, right?
Well, let me give you guys some numbers. So this is why I love Enagic, because the numbers make sense. You guys, if you get the numbers in this business, you'll go crazy. You'll be so excited. And that's for me. I love the numbers. I love it. So write this number down, you guys. 33 trifecta sales equals a 6A position. 25 quad sales equals a 6A position. So right now in my own business, I have 6 6A positions that I own because it's only 33 sales. 33 sales. That's not a lot of sales.
Exactly. Amazing. Okay, there's another question, Jen, that many people always ask, and I would like to ask you on their behalf. How do you find the low-hanging fruits, the network marketers?
Okay, let's think like a marketer for a minute.
Okay.
If we want to find people like us, what do we know about Kangen water? Here's some things to think about, right? And I'm going to make it make sense so that you guys can use this in your real businesses. So we love Kangen water because it's natural, it's healthy for the body, it cleans out the toxins, it pH the body, it helps the body to get into homeostasis, it helps the body to restore, and it hydrates the body so we can run on optimal health, right? That's why we love the Kangen water.
Right.
Who else in the network marketing space cares about health? Anyone in a health natural-based company.
Okay.
Think about companies like doTERRA, essential oils. Yeah. Think about people in Modere company. Think about people in Thrive Lavelle. Think about people in Savvy Active brand, Melaleuca. There are probably 50 companies right now that they care about natural wellness and healing. Think about it too. If you're taking all these supplements and you're drinking garbage water, why? Like, what's the point of that, right? You're drinking down this garbage and trying to get healthy. Like, that's just not going to work. That's like eating McDonald's and then you go to the gym. Like, what? No, right? So think about lookalike audience markets. Who cares about health? Who cares about making money online? Network marketers that are already in the natural health space. That is your low-hanging fruit. Because I literally never heard of Kangen before my mentor showed it to me, because typically, like Gary, like you were saying, most Kangen distributors have always marketed offline. So when you bring it online, it really is a fresh appeal. It's a 50-year-old company, but people don't know about it. People do not know about Kangen water. Guys, so this is our advantage. We have an advantage on the internet because most companies, they're already out here like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. you know? Yeah. Oh, I have to, no, you know, because they promote, they don't market,
Right.
you know? And so I feel like we just have a big advantage in Kangen because our product does what it says it's going to do. We pay 56% commission at the top of the comp plan. No other company does that. And we already have a global footprint. We're not expansion markets. We're already in every major market globally. So there's no cap for us. There's no cap on our commission. None.
Right. So yeah, firstly, I'd like to say thanks, Jenn, for highlighting that. Guys, I'm not sure you know this, but what Jenn is just mentioning is at least worth to me $10 million. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the people that you should be looking. So if you are banging on the wrong tree, you are climbing on the wrong tree. That's why you are getting the wrong fruits. Network marketers that are in the natural health industry, look for them. And then where to look? If you can't find it on your close contact, go to Google. I'm very sure you can find lots of it there.
One tip I'll give you guys too that is helpful is go into Facebook groups where these people are hanging out, right? So think about also naturopaths, naturopathic doctors, chiropractors. These people really care about natural health, right? There's even like Ayurvedic medicine doctors and practitioners, natural health, natural healing. These people believe in the power of natural healing, herbs, water. They believe food is healing, all of that stuff. These people would love to get involved in a business like this. They would love to have an opportunity like this. This week, my closes so far is a doctor, a nurse, and a pharmacist. Wow. People in the health space, because even people nowadays in the health space realize they can't really help people like they want to help them, you know, because it's already like they're sick. They don't get to do like preventative medicine.
Right.
So that's where they have an advantage with Kangen is like you can help preventatively help people heal before they're sick.
Right. And Jenn, do you have an issue? Because since you are mentioning on this topic where you go into the network marketing area, you are prospecting from the network marketing world. Do you face issue or your people face issue where they are also trying to prospect you into their company, their business? And how do you go about overcoming this issue?
So again, I always remind people of statistics and numbers because numbers don't lie. Okay. If you know that 96% of these people are making $300 a month, what sounds better? Right? Making $1,250, $5,000, $7,000 a sale, or scrambling and messaging people every day to get a $20 sale. Wow. Yeah. Right. So
show them the facts. Just show them the facts, right?
Honestly, I always ask people if they say, "Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing good." I say, "Okay, well, what are you bringing in per month?" I ask people that. Right. Oh, $2,000, $1,000, $500. Okay, are you happy with that number? What's your goal? What's your goal? $10,000. Okay, would you like an easier way to get to your goal faster?
Wow.
Yes.
Hey guys, these are all golden nuggets, man. I hope you are taking down notes. Okay, don't just listen. You may forget. Take down notes. Wow, awesome. Thanks, Jenn, for sharing this amazing tip with us. Okay, Jenn, you are now 682-2. You have 668 account. How many of these people that join you are people that you know compared to people like you found online, you know, like total stranger?
You guys are going to laugh at me. I haven't closed one person that I know in the last 4 years. No one I know is on my team. I don't know anybody. I didn't know these people.
No. Oh my God.
No. Serious? No. And here's the other funny thing. I didn't reach out to any of these people. They all came to me. I did not prospect anybody.
Wow.
So
how do you do that? How do you do that?
Everything we've done for me has been inbound marketing, not outbound reach out.
Okay. What's the inbound marketing?
There's attraction-based marketing, and I feel like there's outbound. So there's inbound and outbound. So outbound would be, hey Gary, are you keeping your options open for additional income streams? Okay. Let me know. Love to connect with you. That's outbound prospecting. Inbound marketing is, Jenn, what are you doing? Help me. I need this in my life. What are you doing? What is this? What is this business? What are you talking about? What is this? Can you help me? I need to make money. Help me. What's going on? Can you give me some information? So that's inbound. So that's when the prospect is reaching out to you.
Okay. But before they reach out to you that way, there must be a certain form of connection because they don't know you, right?
Social media. That's where
Okay.
social media comes, right? So think about it.
Okay.
Imagine if you had a Facebook page or an Instagram page full of direct salespeople in the health space, right? Imagine that.
Okay.
Then you put one piece of content out every day that speaks to what they want and what they need. What happens?
Okay. So
That's
they'll reach
like you
out to
own a
you, right?
restaurant and people are hungry. People are
Okay.
gonna come in, right?
Right, exactly. Wow. So your content has to be really targeted to the people's problems, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Right.
Wow.
So that's really how attraction-based marketing works. That's like when I'm looking for a new car, say I'm in the luxury car market and I'm looking at a Range Rover,
Okay.
I might also be looking at BMW and Audi, right? I might be looking in that same genre of car, but I'm not looking for a Honda Civic, right?
Okay.
I'm not looking for a Hyundai,
Right.
but I would be willing to look at these other luxury car brands. It's the same thing. There's synergy there.
I see.
Yeah.
And do you okay, so here's the thing. So as we all know, Kangen is a teamwork business, right? Everybody, right? So what you are able to do are that skills the same that your people able to do the same, or
So we duplicate based off of our blueprint, which it's always the same.
okay.
So everything that I do, I teach my team to do as well.
Okay.
So we're having people hit 6A in 3 to 4 months.
Wow, amazing.
Like they're actually doing this. Like I have a girl who joined in September and she's at 70 units right now.
Wow, wow.
And she
September,
just started.
and now 70 units.
Yes.
Mainly trifectas and quad plus, right?
I don't sell quad plus. People on my team do. I don't. I just do trifectas and quads. That's all that I do. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Okay, the next question is, before I forget, so you are also part of the Fearless Entrepreneur movement, right? Okay. So, do you guys do ads, like paid ads?
So we don't promote ads. I don't really teach ads.
Okay.
But
everybody out there is talking about ads, like.
Yeah. So I think that here's the thing, and I'll be very transparent with you guys because I think it's important to understand this.
Okay.
I have a sales background, so I have been in sales for like 17 years or something like that.
Charger, I noticed not everybody is muted.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no worries, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. So I think that if you can't close a warm lead, closing an ad lead is going to be very difficult for you, right? So I want you guys to understand that, like, when you have an audience on social media that's already following you and consuming your content and getting to know you, like you, and trust you, that's so much better and easier to close than a stranger that doesn't know you at all, right?
Exactly.
So I think it's really important that before you ever would even consider running ads, you get really good at closing warm leads, warm traffic, people that already kind of know you. I'm not against ads. I just haven't needed them really to build the business.
Okay.
So I think there's 3 things I've seen work for people, and I think you have to choose what works best for you. There's the offline marketing. I'm too lazy for that. I like to stay home.
The dinosaur era.
It's not bad. It's just like, for me, like, I just like to be home and comfortable in my sweatpants. I like to be here. There's the ads where you have to really have a good budget for that. I think a good ad budget is anywhere between, $2,000 to $10,000 a month, to be totally honest.
Wow.
You're gonna get a lot of people that are not really serious. They're just kind of exploring their options or looking at 7 different businesses, that kind of thing. And that's cool, but just understand it's going to be a numbers game. And then there's the organic marketing route where people are building a relationship with you through your content. And by the time they reach out to you, they're pretty much 80% way closed or ready to go. So
Right.
I feel like organic, it's free and anybody can do it. So I feel like for me, I think that's the best way to go if you really want to maximize your time.
Okay. And
Yeah.
in that organic marketing, so you build, if I'm not mistaken, so you build your credibility, you know, through your Instagram, Facebook, so people follow you and then you guys connect. Do you so-called close them online, or they buy naturally, or how does the closing part?
So yeah, typically what happens is they'll DM you, they'll ask for information, and then we run everyone through a pre-qualification process, just like an interview. So I'm
Okay.
going to ask them specific questions like, what are you looking to do? What are your goals? What are your timelines? How much income are you looking to make and how soon?
Okay.
Right. And then once we know if they're qualified, we'll jump on a Zoom and we'll enroll them in one Zoom call.
Okay. So it's like you immediately ask them, are you ready to get in the business, and do you want to start right now?
I don't really ask them that in the beginning. I first always want to know their goals and timelines so that I understand what they're looking to do, right? I look at Kangen as a really big scalable business.
Okay.
So if someone's like, oh, I want to make $500 a month or $1,000 a month, I don't think that's a fit for Kangen.
Yeah, that's not a right fit.
Right? If they're like 10, 15, 20,000 a month, that's more of a fit for us, right?
Right.
I'm looking for that. I'm also looking for any life changes that they have going on.
Okay.
I want to get out of my 9 to 5. I don't want to work at my job anymore.
Okay.
Right. A lot of people don't want that, or they're looking for passive income. So I want to make sure that they're a fit for us, you know?
Right.
And then once I understand they're a fit, they can take a look at the master class. So we always have a master class that people can look at to understand the business. So I don't have to explain the business.
Right.
So I don't do that. I don't do that.
So the interesting thing is oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Let me get back to this. Okay. The interesting part is that when you, okay, wait, let me just off this. Yeah. When we started the show today, you mentioned that you have never, guys, listen to this, that you have never done a demo before in your life.
No, I don't know how to do that.
Coming to say 2, 3 in close to 4 years, 3 to 4 years, never done. The same question that I asked, the same answer that I've been getting from people. So guys, again, if you are spending way too much time doing demo, now you know why you are not getting the income paycheck that Jenn is getting. Okay, so again, guys, I want to remind you that your ability to do a demo is not a requirement in Kangen. It has been proven over and over again. So Jenn, so you don't do a demo, then how do you then give people an idea what the Kangen product is all about?
So we have a master class and we have them watch the master class and it pre-frames them. So basically what it does is it puts them in the mindset of understanding the product, the business, and the comp plan. And those 3 things they get to watch, then they can write down their questions. So when they get on the closing call, they're ready to go, right? They can just ask their questions, overcome their objections, and get them enrolled. So we want to keep it short. You know, we don't want to have a long sales cycle and a long process.
Right. Some people have that kind of thinking that, you know, people want to touch and feel and see whether it's real. I mean, you come from a space where every demo is shown on a video.
Yeah.
It's as effective as you are seeing a real life demo, right?
Yes, I totally think so. I actually bought like an ORP meter. I have never opened it. It's in the box. I've never opened it. I have it.
One of our guys here.
Yeah, and it's not because I don't like it. I just feel like, okay, if I wanted to buy a Rolex watch, I don't want to know how to make the watch. I just want to know what time it is.
I like that. Yeah.
I know the water machine works. It's medical grade water. It can go through TSA. What else do we need to know, right?
Exactly. Just show the social proof, right?
Yeah, and I think there's so many short little videos on Kangen now that as long as people understand it's molecularly charged, it's reduced, it's filtered, it's high pH, it's medical grade, that's all they need to know.
Exactly.
there's so much trash in the water nowadays globally that people know that people are getting sick and they're not well because of all the food chemicals, water chemicals, air chemicals. So if we give them a solution to have the highest quality medical grade water in the home, they should want that for their family. You know, they should want that.
Exactly. Okay, Jen, let's talk about ratio of, there are a lot of people who says, do you approach with a product approach? Do you approach with a business approach? So what's your take on that? Are you a business approach or product approach?
100% business all the time. Yeah.
Hey,
All the time.
same.
Yeah. Here's the way I view it, Gary. Okay. If you join the business,
right,
you do 6 sales, your system is free. So
free.
if you ever decide to make the money with the business, that's great. If not, I just gave you the gift of highest quality water for you and your family for the rest of your life. You're welcome.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Amazing. Yeah.
So it's okay.
And your business is driven, let's say, how many percent do you focus on the business part, and how many percent do you focus on the product? As in like you still need to show what's the water all about, what the turmeric can do and all that, right? So how many percent from business to product?
So I bring everyone in basically on the business, and then on our back end training, we teach them about the water, and we teach them about the turmeric and the Ucon and all that. Once they're in the business, we go deep into that stuff.
Okay. So if they have not come in, you won't like elaborate more about the product aspect on
only if they have specific questions, because here's what happens. If you start telling people all this stuff, but they didn't ask, you're creating false objections.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
So only answer questions that they want to know. So Gary, you saw the video, you saw the masterclass. What was the part you liked the best? And what were your top questions you had for me? What can I help answer for you today?
I like that. Yeah. Wow. I need to learn a lot from you, Jen. Can I pay you tuition class?
It's so funny. No, so today was funny. I asked the guy, I said, what's stopping you from moving forward? He says, how do we get new team members? And what if I can't sell? I said, are those the only things stopping you from moving forward today? He said, yes. I said, so if I can show you how you're going to get new team members and you don't need to know how to sell immediately, can you move forward today? He said, yes. So we answered the objections and he enrolled.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sure that if you solve people's problem, then there's no reason why they should not come in, right?
Exactly. But we don't have to go into all the stuff.
Okay. But does your team, like from Brandon to you and to do you all have like a guideline to, like Q&A kind of thing, or everybody's like, they just able to answer all these questions?
So when they come into the business or before?
When they come in.
So we do have a coaching call every week for our team. So every week we have a 1-hour coaching call where everyone can come and they have Q&A. They can ask questions. We coach them always, every single week. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like how we do it in an offline world, right? So we have people coming into a seminar room and we do that kind of thing.
Yeah, so we do it and then we stream the replays into our Facebook community. So if someone's late or they can't, or the time zone, they can just watch the replay.
Okay. So you joined December 2019 until now, it's October 2023. Do you guys do any offline events, like offline meetings, summit? Or it's purely online?
I don't, but Brandon does. I don't. So for me, I know this might sound funny, but I don't have a local office, Kangen office.
Okay.
I live in Portland. The closest office is in Seattle, and that's about 3 hours away.
Okay.
So he has an office in Vancouver, so he can bring people there and they can close people in person. They like that, and that's fun for them. They do both. They do online and they do offline.
Right.
But for me, I live in wine country. It's more a rural area, it's in the country. So I can meet with people all over the world from Zoom. So
right.
So
you are 100% online.
Yeah.
Wow. So guys, again, there are a lot of people who says, doing online business, there's no personal relationship. Hey, just check Jenn out. She has made it. I mean, she has the myth of personal relationship. I mean, of course, we would love to, you know, give each other a hug or toast to a nice wine, you know, but I mean, it's possible. Yeah.
Well, we do, like, so my top line leaders will have Zoom calls, we'll have
Okay.
meetings, we have leadership council. So we very high touch interaction.
Okay.
But it's like they're all over the place. So,
Right.
you know, the best way to communicate for us is to just get on the calls and make it happen.
Okay. And since you are doing it online, are your people, how should I use that term? Are your people very reliable on you, or when they come in, they are already kind of very independent, they can run on their own? What's your take on that?
So everyone, I think, has to go through what's called our 60-day success path. And we created a 60-day success path.
60 days.
Yes. The first 60 days. Yeah. It's called, it's like our onboarding process, right? Okay. So we put them through the 60-day success path, and then we're more high touch with them for the first 60 days to help them get independent. Right. Because a lot of people are coming from 9-to-5 world where they're used to being told every day what to do, how to do it, this and that. So we have very specific things every week that they do so that they can get up to speed quick, and then they don't need the mentor so much.
So you actually give them the to-do list or something like that?
Yes, week by week.
60 days. For 60 days.
Everything to do for the first 2 months. Yes.
And is this part of your online system kind of a SOP?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because I've seen another group's online funnel. They also have this school of marketing thing, you know. Yes. Something like that, right?
Yes, yeah, but ours is more
see a certain number of videos and things like that.
Yes, ours is geared more towards building that audience and putting out content to do lead generation, because if you have leads, you'll have appointments. If you have appointments, you'll have closes. The most important thing in the first 60 days is leads, appointments, and closes. Because if someone starts making money in their first month, 2 months, 3 months, they're going to hit 4A. If they hit 4A, they're going to hit 6A. If they hit 6A, they're going to hit 6A too. Wow. One of my girls just started in January. She's going to hit 6A2 this month. So she's 10 months into the business. So she's about to hit 6A2. And then I can already see her hitting to -2 because the way we structured and how fast we're going. So
the structuring is equally important, right?
Yes. Yes.
Not many people talk about this, Jen. I would like to go a bit deeper.
Yeah.
If you are open to discussion, how do you guys structure? As in, do you base your whole network with that left and right thing? You know, as we all know, you need 2 legs to go to the next rank. So
I have built my business that way.
Okay.
So I personally like to own as many top 6A positions myself, because
as in the 7
yeah,
on top there?
As many as I can. Yeah. Because I feel like I can stack a leader under those positions and they can build it for me. So for example, one side of my business is about to go 6A2-2, but my top position is -2 because I have so many strong leaders on this side. Now, working with my other leader on this side, because she's 6A2, but she's close to -2. So then I'll go -3. But then once I keep working her, I'll go -4 fast, because this side is already so strong.
It's already done. It's already done.
Yes. So I like to particularly strategically place people under the ones that I own. And then when my bonus hit all together. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
You know, guys, it's very interesting that Jen talks about this, because this is what I was talking about all these years, and I was talking about it. But the thing is this, you see, structure cannot be changed after it's been done. So again, what Jen, I'd like to thank you because you brought this up. What you guys have to know is we are not trying to ask you to come in big or put a lot of money, but you must be very careful with the front structure, because if you don't place it right and you have sales coming in, you can't be placing sales at the bottom, right? So that's the reason why when we start, we always ask you to look at minimum a trifecta or more. If you don't have the money, find a way, get financing other people's money, but that structure needs to be done well. So, wow.
I actually watched your video with Bernard Chan, and that was the one that made me really like excited. Yeah, because I was like, this is so good. Like, you guys, you took your time, you break it down. I made everybody watch it in my team. I said, listen, Gary Gang and Bernard, they're going to show you why this is your $1 million business. This is it.
Yeah, but the thing is, because both me and Bernard, we have the network marketing eyes, because we're doing a lot of this, and when we look at the structure, we know. But for a lot of new people, they tend to see like what you mentioned with that new guy that talked to you. What if I, they always have this concern. What if I can't get the sale? What if I can't sell? What if I can't, I can't get people under me? They always have. So how do you, Jenn, how do you break their mental barrier on that? Like, yeah, I create that structure, but what if I cannot sell? What's your take on that?
Yeah, so I have a rule in my personal team, and I'm not telling you guys that you have to do this too, but I think that this works extremely well.
Okay.
I want to take everything off the table that's standing in their way of moving forward. I don't want any excuses, fear, objections. I don't want it in the way.
Okay.
So I said, okay, Gary, is that the only thing standing in your way of moving forward today? You're worried about if you can't sell. Is that it? Is there anything else?
No.
Oh, okay. You know what, Gary, because I know that you want this for your family and I know you're ready to start your business, I'm actually going to coach you for the first 2 months. You get to work with me personally. Now I'm going to help you. I'm going to coach you. I'm going to guide you. And what else I'm going to do is I'm actually going to help you close your first 6 sales.
Wow.
I'm going to help you close your first 6 sales. That's going to help you pay off your complete investment. And it's going to be about $20,000 of commission to $25,000 of commission. Okay, that's going to go into your pocket. And at that time, you're going to be able to see me close these sales. So you're going to learn exactly how I do it. So do you see any reason why with my help and me helping you close these next 6 sales that you won't be successful?
Well, it is how should I say, I can't refuse a deal like that, right? No brainer.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I'm basically trying to show them they're not alone and that they're going to have support as long as they work with me.
Okay.
But I let them know you can't just run off into the corner and hide. You have to work with me so I can coach you.
Okay.
If you bring me the lead, I'm going to close it for you.
Okay. So their only role is to bring in the leads. Are you saying that?
In the very beginning, that's all I require of my people for their first 6 sales. I want to get them to 4A because the company statistic, when I've looked at the numbers, is if they get to 4A, they're 9 times more likely to get to 6A. Yep. So right. I want everyone in my team to at least get to 4A. And I like to close. It's fun for me. So I said, bring in the calendar, bring up the calendar.
Yeah. So you are the closer, right?
Yeah, I'm the closer.
Yeah. And anyway, even you close for them, you are going to get something out of that deal also, right?
We win when they win. And that's what I told people. I said, I don't win if you're not winning. So I have a vested interest in your success. Correct. Your success is my success.
Amazing. I like
and
that.
When people understand that, it's like you get to 4A, and then once you're 5A, you're making like 2,500 a commission on a trifecta. Okay. Like you're starting to make all the points and I'm not. It switches. Okay. Right. So I'm making commission in the beginning, but then you start to overtake me and then you collect all 8 points to yourself.
Right. Exactly.
So my goal for my people is them to collect all 8 points as soon as possible with the trifecta. 6 sales under this, 6 sales under this, 12 sales, 5,000 at the top, 8 points commission. That's it.
Okay, Jenn, what if those people already passed your 8 point? That means you don't get any more 8 point. And for certain reason, they still need your support. Then would you still support them? Or...
I definitely will. I got on a coaching call today with my girl who's about to hit 6A too, because here's the thing about an adjunct. Every level, you need different things.
Yes.
Different support required, right? So my 6A2 leaders right now, they need stacking strategy. How do we get these other women in there faster? How do we get the paperwork done faster? How do we do DocuSign? How do we help these new people get up to speed? How do we run the webinars? So every level, the coaching changes. In the beginning, more is required, but as they scale, it's different types of coaching.
Right. Right.
How do we maximize our bonuses, right? How do we get the
Okay.
quarterly bonuses up? How do we hit step up awards? Those are the types of coaching we do.
Exactly. And I think, Jen, the beauty of our business in Kangen is even if you don't get the 8 points now, and if you build the business right, as in the leaders are building below, you will still reap the rewards many years from now. It's like
100%.
when they start becoming 682, 682-2, and you go up to -3, then you make the monthly allowance and the quarterly bonus and all that, right?
Yes. And the other thing I would encourage everyone to, and I don't know if you found this too in your business, is if they don't work in the beginning and say they leave or whatever, always keep the door open for them. Just keep the door open. We don't want to like force anyone to work or grow their own business, but let them know when you're ready, I'm here for you. I'm here to coach you when you're ready.
Yeah. So your doors are always open.
Yes. Yes. And people do, they come back. I have people sign up a year, they go away, they come back. I'm ready. I see you. I want to do it, you know, and they're excited. And they're like, what have I been doing this whole time? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes, there's always saying, sometimes they are just not ready. The timing is not there. When the timing is right, everything grows, right?
Yeah. And I think people now more than ever need this business more than ever. I think we're coming into a very pivotal time in Enagic history where I think our company is going to explode in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I can see that already. I can see that happening so fast. I mean, my guys are like, I'm so proud to have such amazing team members here. They're just conquering the world. Okay.
I love it.
Anyway, Jen, tell me, I always see you and your team and maybe a lot of people, especially the internet team, you know, in Kangen. You guys look so natural, so you guys look so natural on, you know, when you are doing all this video, whether it's a live video or whatever. So can you please tell us, because I heard from Brandon, you were not like this when you started. So like, I want you to tell these new people or whoever that's going to watch this in the future, how do they break through their fear of being present on social media?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I was really awkward and scared when I started. I didn't want to talk on camera. I didn't want to do it. I was horrified. Yeah. And the thing that actually got me through it was Brandon said something to me that really helped change my perspective. He said, Jen, your business isn't about you. Your business is about the people you're going to help and the people you're going to serve. And if you don't show up on social media, how are they going to find you? And I was like, oh my gosh, right? Because our destinies are connected to other people's destinies that we haven't met yet. Exactly. The only way some of these people are ever going to find us is through social media, because we can't be in Malaysia. We can't be in Australia. We can't be all these places. But if we don't show up, they will never find Kangen. They'll never find their destiny, right? Wow. And who knows the people we're supposed to be coaching, right? Like we don't know until we meet these people. So we have to show up for them. Like if you can't show up for yourself, show up for the other woman that you're supposed to serve. Show up for the other man that you're supposed to serve. Show up for the person like inside of you that needed that help. Wow. You know, show up for the version of yourself that wants to serve other people and help other people go to the next level.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean,
people are self-conscious when they make it about themselves. Yes, that's the thing, but it's not about us.
Take the focus out of ourselves and put it to the world. Think of how many people's life you will reach out to if you are there. And if you are not there, I mean, somebody could be going through a bad financial patch, and just because you are unwilling to show what you have to offer, this person is probably going to end up in the street, be a homeless person or something like that, right?
Exactly. And I think it's such a blessing because I'll get messages from people all the time saying, you helped me, you helped change my life. And I don't even know them. I never even spoke to them before, but because I showed up, you know, and I just decided that I didn't care what other people thought, you know, my mission was more important than their opinions.
Wow.
My whole life. And I can change their lives. I can help them, you know.
And when you started, was your social media video really bad? And how did
It
you
was
improve
really
it?
bad. It was
I know somebody,
Yeah.
a lady from UK said that when she did her first social media video, it was upside down.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll give you guys a little tip, and this might
Okay.
help you. So if
Okay.
you want to go live or you want to do something and you're not sure what to do, I used to do this. I would do a sticky note. I would write some points on it. I would stick it on my computer, and then I would just talk and remind myself what I was going to talk about. And the
Wow.
more I did it every day, it just became natural. It's comfortable. And now I feel like when I'm going live or I'm on social media, my message is for the person that it's for.
Right.
Like, it's not going to be for everybody, but it's going to be for that one person that needs to hear it today.
Wow. And how often are you present on social media? Is it every day or how?
So I kind of look at it as my marketing, and they say that the average person needs to see a message 6 to 7 times before they take action. So
Okay.
I do post one thing every single day. It's
One
not
post a day.
Yeah, it might not be a video, but one post a day
Wow.
on my social media. Yeah.
Guys, do you hear this? One post a day. Okay, if you are not doing it and your paycheck is not beautiful, now you know why. One post a day. Okay, and what about those people who have these issues or this mental block that I don't want to be exposed on social media. There are a lot of scammers, a lot of people that may want to take my data and da 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 da. Okay, what's your take on that?
So I do have certain things I never show. I'll be honest with you guys. So I
Okay.
don't show like my license plate. I don't show my physical address or anything like that, because there is an era of security you have to be aware of online, but I've never had an issue in 4 years. And if someone comes into your inbox and says something weird, the cool thing is there's a little button below. It says block. You can just block that.
Okay.
You can't do that in real life, but you can do that on the internet. So if they get a little weird with you and they're being a little awkward, you can just
Block them. You're
and
right.
move on, right?
Right.
So you can create a beautiful space for yourself on social media where you get to impact people, and it's your space, right? It's your space to share. It's your space to be your authentic self. It's your space to share your mission with the world. People don't care what you do. They care why you do it. So have a mission statement, right? Have a reason why you're doing Kangen. And it doesn't have to be about Kangen, but it has to be about your mission. What are you here to do? Who are you here to serve? Because that's what people care about online. They want to know, okay, if I connect with you, if I lock arms with you, if I join your business, what's the outcome I'm going to get? That's what they want to know. What's in it for them? What's in it for them?
It's always them,
you know?
right? It's not about you. It's always about them, right?
100%. If you start talking to people like you know what they're struggling with and you know what they want, you're going to see an instant lead generation strategy happening in your life.
Whoa. Guys, are y'all getting all this? Guys, if you are getting massive golden values, give me a 2 on the chat button. Come on, guys. Just want to see if you guys are still here or sleeping or what you guys are doing. Come on, give me all the tools. Come on. Give me all the tools if you are getting massive value from our star today. Yo, only 3 people. Come on, guys. Work your fingers. Okay, wow. Time flies when we are having so much fun. Jen, our last 15 minutes for this interview. So Jen, a lot of people talks about personal branding on social media. What's your take on that? Do we need to do a lot of personal branding?
I will say this.
Yes.
I think your personal brand is you.
Wow.
What do you like? So I'll say, you guys, I'm a single mom. I like traveling with my son. I like travel. I like eating healthy food. I like drinking Kangen water. I like nice things. I like sharing my experiences when I go places. That's my personal brand. It's just who I am.
Right.
So whatever you like, be about that unapologetically. If you like to eat food, like Gary, maybe you like really good food, you share your food. If people like traveling to different places, share your travels. If you like your family and you are a family oriented person, because you're going to attract like-minded people.
Right.
Whatever you're about, my team, you guys, is like 98% women and moms, because I'm a mom. And that's what I talk about, is being a mom, a business owner mom, right? So you're going to attract what you talk about and what people think about you. So be yourself.
Yeah, that's the similarity to what a lot of people are telling on social media. Just be yourself, be as genuine as possible. You don't need to fake anything about your life or things like that, right?
Exactly. And the one thing I love about Kangen is that I've been able to document the journey from when I started until now. So people see, oh, I didn't have money. I started at zero.
Okay.
Oh, I made a little bit. Oh, I made a little bit. Oh, I did this. I traveled. I went to Japan. I went, you know, they can see it because I'm documenting the journey.
Wow.
You be unapologetic about your journey. That's what people want to see. Authenticity. Authenticity.
Right. Wow, amazing. Good sharing there. Jenn, here are some questions before we end. What's your message to somebody that's brand new here today, starting out, don't know anything about Kangen, don't know much about internet marketing, and they want to be a star like you, hitting the high ranks, getting what's your let's say 3 biggest message to them?
It's okay. My son is drinking my Kangen water.
No worries.
I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Hello.
He needs to go to bed.
future 6A in the making.
Yeah, he loves Kangen. He loves Kangen.
Yeah.
Dashi, okay. Go draw mommy a picture. Okay. So the first thing I would say, this is so important, you guys, be consistent. Be consistent in your business. Show up every day with your business. Even if it's just getting 1% better every day, just be consistent. You have to care about your business more than anyone else cares about your business. You have to. Number 2, don't be afraid of social media. It's not scary. And in fact, it is the best way to stay home and work and make a 6- and 7-figure income. It's the internet, because you can reach specific groups of people from home. Like, you don't have to leave your house if you don't want to. And number 3, I would say work on your mindset every day. Just work on your mindset every day, because your mind has the ability to control your actions, right? So if you're not taking action, it has nothing to do with your skill sets. It has everything to do about what you believe you're capable of doing. So if you start to really believe that anything is possible, you're going to take action accordingly. But anytime you get stuck and anytime you're like not making moves, you're not going to be making money. So get out of your own way and work on your mindset every single day. Those are like the 3 things I would say would change your life forever.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing advice to new people. Jenn, you are now a -2 going to -3. I'm sure there are a lot of people in your team. What will you do with people who are not aligned with you mentally, as in negative beliefs, negative thinking, you know, troublemaker, maybe? I don't know if there are some people like that in your group. What would you do with these people in your team?
Yeah. So I always let them know, like, whatever they're seeing showing up for them, it's a choice, right? You're choosing, you're calling it in. So do you want what you're getting, or do you want differently? Like, I'll challenge them. Another thing I'll do is I'll have them read certain books. So there's certain books I would have them invest time into. And if that didn't help them, I would ask them, you know, what do they want their life to look like in the next 12 to 24 months? Because if they keep doing the same behaviors, the same mindsets, the same things, they're going to keep getting the same, right?
Insanity.
So you have 2 options, right?
Right.
Option 1 is to change your mind. Your second choice is to stay where you are. What would you like to do? And I give them the option.
Right. Jenn, you have been muted, Jenn.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm so
no
sorry.
worries. It's okay.
So I just want people to understand that they are totally in control. They are totally in control, right? So I'll tell people this too. You can have a bad day, you can't have a bad week, and you can't have a bad month. You can't do that. You have to learn how to bounce back, because being an entrepreneur is always going to be an up and down journey. And when you learn how to regulate your own emotions, that's when you're going to have nonstop income. When you really learn how to regulate yourself and your own emotional intelligence.
Right. Amazing. Wow. do you actually separate your positive members to one side, and I mean like separate them, or you allow everybody to be together, or how's it?
Yeah, I think this might sound weird, but
Okay.
I think that if someone has like really negative energy, they don't really come around me because I don't really hold space for that.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying? Yeah,
attracts,
yeah,
right?
like
Energy
yeah,
attracts, right?
yeah. It's almost like if somebody's like say gossiping, they don't gossip to me because they know I don't have time to listen to that. I don't gossip.
Okay.
I'm too busy working and I'm too busy having fun, right? So
Right.
you have to remember that negative people will always end up clicking up together. They always end up hanging out together. And the ones making money, they're not doing that.
Right. You are right. You are right. So let them be, right?
Yeah. And when they're ready to come back, they can come back. But
Right.
if they don't want to work and they don't want to focus on getting better in their own
Okay.
life and business, no one's going to be able to pull them out of that except themselves.
Exactly. Okay. So, Jen, my last question to you today is you before Energic, how many network marketing companies have you been involved before Energic?
Just the one.
Oh, just one. That
Yeah.
low ticket, the skincare thing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's say from that skincare, and now you know Energic, you know, you met personally the founder, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro in Vegas. What's your personal opinion about this company and this couple?
So I actually met them in Japan too.
Oh,
So
wow, okay.
I went to Japan in June and they had that global event and they remember they like kind of canceled it because they didn't have enough space.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
I still went because I already booked my ticket. So I went.
Okay, all right, okay.
I went. And I got a private tour of Okinawa from Robert, who is now the branch manager of the Okinawa, you know, the home office.
Right.
And I met Mr. and Mr. Oshiro, and I got a private tour of the golf course. I've never met a more humble like group of people like in my life. Like they're so giving and humble, and I literally felt like honored that this man even took time out of his day to speak with me and be so transparent and talk to me, because I didn't ever met him before. You know, I never spoke to him before. And what it made me realize is that Mr. Oshiro has a vision for every family that gets involved with the business. And that vision for him is that everyone can be wealthy and everyone can be healthy. And that's such a simple message, but the fact that he actually cares enough to always want that for every person that's involved with Enagic is so powerful, because he sometimes will like sleep on the golf course. Robert told me that he'll sleep on the golf course, like on his golf course. There's like a little shack, he'll sleep in there.
Okay.
He sleeps in his old house that he grew up in like the 1930s. And he wants other people to have success.
Right.
And I think, you know, I think Zig Ziglar said this, but he said, you can have anything you want in this life if you just help enough other people get what they want. Yeah. And that's Mr. Oshiro. Like that's what his whole vision is. And when you go to Japan and you meet him and you meet the corporate team, it's like a family.
Right. That's true.
It's like a little family, and all they want is to spread global wealth and health. Right. And there's no catch. There's not a catch to it. Yeah. It is what it is. You know, it's you go to the office, you see the ledger with the 8 points and the Japanese markings and the 8 points of the first commissions and all that. And you're like, what is this? Wow.
Right.
Like this is real. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just shocked at the ability for this company to still be going so strong after 50 years. And I'm just so excited to see what's about to happen. I'm so excited.
Okay, Jen, lastly, my last one. Let's just say somebody is here listening to you and they're not in Kangen. They are still thinking, should I not do? Should I come in? Should I not come in? Maybe from your own words, what's your advice to these people? If they don't come in, what are they missing out right here?
So I'll say it the quickest way I can. Let's do a reverse ROI. Let's pretend I never came into Kangen 4 years ago. I would still be broke, living paycheck to paycheck. My son would be in daycare. I would have bad credit, and I wouldn't have made, let's just say, 7 figures. Let's just say that would have never happened for me.
Wow.
So what you have to realize is that one decision can change your entire life, right? And so I would just say, look at what you want your life to look like in the next year, 24 months, 36 months. What do you want your life to look like? And design a life that feels good to you. And then align yourself with a business that actually makes sense and makes that possible for you. And that is a magic.
Wow. Amazing, Jenn.
It's true. It's true.
Wow. That I mean, I never thought about explaining that point in this way. You're just simply amazing.
You're amazing, Gary.
You're
You're
natural.
amazing.
Thank you.
It's so much fun.
So firstly, on behalf of Kangen Power Team International, and on behalf of everybody that's watching here, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, Jenn. You don't know that 1.5 hours that you've been sharing. I am very sure somebody somewhere out there will probably come up to you one of these years and tell you that today's interview, you have changed their lives, their way of thinking, their way of looking at things, their entry into social media. You have no idea how much value you have given to so many of us right here today. Okay, so Jenn, thank you from the bottom of my heart, from everybody's heart. Guys, if you have any message you want to send to Jenn, put it right now on the chat button. If you have nothing to say, you want to just say great or amazing, you can just put it there. Jenn, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Charger, put on the share screen for you guys, for your information. And Jenn, this is also for you if you want to invite your people over. In our next session, yes. So if you remember, there was a keynote speaker after Amelia Whelan is none other than Ryan Felix in Vegas. So I'll be interviewing him next month, 14th of November. Same time is 11 a.m. That's Malaysia time. So if I'm not mistaken, it would be 13th of November at 8 p.m. Pacific time. All right. So if you guys are seeing this, if you have not followed Charger, you may want to put the link for Kangen Power Team. If you want to follow us on our Facebook, there's a lot of events that's happening there, online, offline. You can follow our events. Jenn, you feel free to bring your people here. Listen to Ryan. He's an amazing guy, good looking. So yeah. So anyway, guys, and of course, if you all haven't got this, you haven't get this book yet, and you want to get a copy, Charger, you can also put the link on the chat button. You can get a lot of clarity. It's my 30 years of experience in the network marketing industry. I wrote a book called The 7 Golden Rules of Network Marketing Millionaires. All right. So once again, thank you so much, Jenn. You have been such a great blessing to all of us.
You too. Thank you so much, Gary.
Your mentor is here, Brandon Brown.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah.
So as usual, guys, there's a saying, you don't need to be great to start, but you need to start to be great. So always remember, you never know your first action, your next action, and your 10, 100, 1,000 action later, where will you be? But there's always a saying, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with your first step. Okay, so this is our first step. I can see all of y'all. So as usual, before we end, Charger, are you able to unmute everybody so we can all say thank you to our star today, Jenn, in the usual manner, in all your own language. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gary and Jenn.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
Bye.
Arigato, terima kasih, 谢谢, cảm ơn. 谢谢
Bye,
你，
guys.
多谢，
Precious Jen.
拜拜。
Uh,
Saya
yeah.